Okay, hello everybody. We are here with Michael and Kayla, and today we are going to talk about music and memories.
Memories.
Oh, cool. And music.
Cool.
So I'm going to share my screen. Share. And okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. Music and memories.
There's a cat.
Excuse me for that. So, Paula, would you mind reading this text?
Okay. Music.
Oh, sorry.
Music has a prominent role in the everyday life of many people. Whether used for the what is the pronunciation?
Recreation.
Recreation, study, or mood and this
Enhancement.
enhancement. A lot of people listen to music from early in the morning until late at night, especially since the invention of radio and recordings. Because of its near ubiquity,
Ubiquity.
ubiquity, music has been identified as important in the construction of autobiographical
Autobiographical.
autobiographical
Autobiographical.
autobiographical
Pretty good.
memories and tools for making judgments about oneself and others.
Okay, nice. So, do you have questions about vocabulary, Paola?
Yes. What is weather?
Weather.
Weather.
Not to be confused with weather, as in the weather outside.
Yeah.
So there's two words that sound the same,
Weather.
are spelled different. The first weather that we typed into the chat box is the weather outside. So is it raining? Is it sunny? Is it cold? That's the type of weather. For the next weather, WHETHER, weather is used
To compare.
To compare.
So your
So,
recreation, distraction, or mood enhancement. Excuse me. It could be any of those things.
So you can say like whether you like apples or oranges. Will you tell me whether you like apples or oranges? Or you can say whether I do this or that, I will be happy.
Okay.
So Giovanni, the
Sorry?
second weather that you typed is
Yeah.
spelled WEATHER.
WEATHER.
ER.
Okay. So both of them have the same pronunciation? Weather and weather? Okay.
Yeah,
Same pronunciation.
same exact pronunciation.
Okay, thank you. So, Paola, do you have more questions?
Enhancement.
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 So enhancement is kind of like improvement, but it's kind of like making more.
Or building upon.
Or building upon, or making something better. That's probably a better way to say it. So when it talks about your mood enhancement, it means you're becoming you're getting in a better mood.
Okay.
You're enhancing your mood. Or if you enhance your food, you can enhance the taste of your food with spices.
Okay.
Or you can enhance your piano playing skills by practicing.
Okay. It's similar to upgrade, maybe?
It's
To
similar to
what?
what?
Upgrade?
Upgrade.
Kind of.
upgrade?
Yeah.
Upgrade.
Or in order?
Upgrade is like specific degrees of enhancement. So you have like upgrade level 1, level 2, like a
Okay.
video game, level 3.
Yeah.
But enhancement is slowly building up and getting better.
Sometimes
Okay.
people will say they enhanced their face by putting a little lipstick on.
Okay. And maybe improve has something similar? Improve?
Yeah, improve.
Improve is a good word to describe it.
Okay, improve. And okay, Paula, do you have more words?
No, I don't have more questions.
Okay, so let's continue. So, do you have a song that brings emotional memory from your past? Uh, what do you think? For example, in my case, I remember my grandfather uh, used to hear a song called Granada. It's a song I think it's like opera, but he loved that song and always he heard that song. He started to remind his teenagers years. So, what do you think? For example, Paula, do you have songs that can bring back memories to you?
I remember the music that I listened when I lived with my father. And it was the vallenato music, but I don't know if your question is about that or
Yeah, exactly. That's
yeah, vallenato. I don't know.
Vallenato.
vallenato. So you remember vallenato music when you lived with your father?
Yes.
And Michael, do you have songs or genres?
Um,
That you remind?
yeah, a few. So I used to listen to a lot of hard rock. I was a rocker.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not. But one song in particular that is not hard rock, that definitely brings good memories, is a song in well, it's a song that we sing at the church that we go to, and it's called "I Am a Child of God." And I'll write the name of the song in the chat box so you can see it.
Okay, nice. Kayla, do you have a song?
I have lots. My mom and dad and my family growing up was very, very musical. Very musical. And like every time we went on a road trip, my dad
That too.
would play Johnny Cash songs. So there's an artist and his name's Johnny Cash, and my dad would play his songs the entire trip.
Johnny Cash songs.
What?
Johnny Cash is the name of the singer.
Yeah, Johnny Cash.
Johnny.
They probably know who Johnny Cash is. He's pretty famous.
Have you ever heard of Johnny Cash?
No, I haven't heard.
And then my mom always listens to country music and to musicals.
Musicals?
Do you know what a play is?
No, a musical is like I don't know. Maybe it's related with theater.
Yeah, theater.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So in a theater, you can watch a play or a musical. A play has mostly talking,
Drama.
A musical has mostly singing.
Okay, I see. Nice. So your mom used to attend musical.
My mom and dad actually.
They didn't just attend. They were characters in the plays. They were actors and actresses.
That's how they met.
That's fun. That's funny. So nice. In my case, I have a song, a specific song called Ojitos Chinos. Ojitos Chinos.
Ojitos Chitos.
How do you spell that?
I will
You
write
could just type it on the screen and then erase it, or write it there. That's fine. In the chat. Ojitos Chinos.
What does that mean?
That means little Chinese eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Chinese eyes. So it is a salsa song, and I am not a fan of salsa music, but I remember that
Salsa.
When I just meet my girlfriend, in a specific moment that I don't know, it was a very special moment when I realized that I was in love with her, and that song was sounding in the background. So
that's funny.
So now when I listen that song, I have I don't know, I have the relation between the song and that moment, and and it's nice because I listen that song and I have like an emotional reaction.
Right.
And
there's an emotional connection.
Yeah, with that specific moment. So Paula, do you have more songs or more to say?
So another song, Kayla reminded me, whenever my parents would take us on road trips, when we would go drive to California or drive to other states, camping, whatever, my dad would always listen to the Beatles. I really like the Beatles. They're good. Beatles and also Simon and Garfunkel. Those guys are awesome.
Have you ever heard the song Yellow Submarine?
Yellow.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
No, I haven't.
The Beatles. They're
That's
classic.
from the Beatles? Okay. No, I haven't heard music from the Beatles. I know that they exist, but I don't know. I never.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to really get into English culture and English speaking culture, the Beatles is a must. They're a cornerstone artist. They're cornerstone artists.
They're
honestly.
like part of the history of English.
Honestly,
Okay.
they are part of
English music history.
Yeah. They're great. The Beatles are awesome. Highly recommend the Beatles.
Okay, that's a good tip. I will try to hear Beatles tonight.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's continue. So, Paola, could you read Wait. Hola, are you here?
Oh, her mic is on mute.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
I
Okay.
really need Yvonne.
Excuse me?
I really need Yvonne
Really? Why?
because she helped me with the reading. With
Oh, okay.
Ah,
With the reading.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. You can do it, Paula. We believe in you.
tell her
you
that
can
we
do it.
missed her.
my day.
Don't worry, you can do it.
Music has been an important mnemonic
Mnemonic, yeah.
device for thousands of years. Epic stories like Homer's the
Iliad.
Iliad and the Odyssey were passed down verbally using poetic device. Before the narratives could be written down, they were chanted
Mhm.
or sung. Oral tradition depended on memory.
Yeah.
So just so you know, the word this word is passed. PASSED.
Instead of paste.
Taste.
Uh,
And it's to pass something along. So like I'm passing this to Michael.
Okay.
But this sense it's saying passed from parents to children to parents to children. Passed. Because it was saying it's passed down.
Passed down. Okay.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
a question.
one more. This word right here, I'll type it in the chat book. It's written.
Written.
Instead of writing, it's written.
Read.
Okay, written down.
Everything else you said perfectly.
Yeah, your pronunciation was great.
Did a good job.
I have a question. What is the difference between chanted and sung?
Oh, chanted
So
and sung.
chanted.
Chanted and sung. You know, or
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So to sing is to sing like this. And then chanting is more like
Rhythmic, not necessarily.
it's not musical.
It's not musical. It's the chord. The notes don't go up and down. It's
not connected in flowy. So it's like, we want pie. We want pie.
that's a chant.
okay.
Right? It's not like, we would like some pie, please. That's sung.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Do you have questions, Paula, about vocabulary?
No. Yes. Mnemonic.
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 Yeah. Mnemonic is a type of a phraseology or a phrase that helps you remember long sequences of story or song or chant. It's where there are multiple mnemonic devices. You can make a story out of the acronyms, or you can
So the dictionary definition of mnemonic is a device such as a pattern of letters, ideas, or associations that assist in remembering something.
exactly.
So it's like
they help you remember
a pattern of letters or ideas to help you remember something.
Yeah.
Okay.
what's an example of a mnemonic?
The only one I can think of is from anatomy.
Okay. Let's see if I can find an example.
Okay, just an acronym in general is a mnemonic. Like the CIA. CIA is a mnemonic. That's the Central Intelligence Agency. That's called an acronym.
Okay.
An acronym is a mnemonic where you make words based on the first letter of each word in the sentence. Or another one would be the FBI. Federal Bureau of Investigation. FBI, CIA.
Okay.
So those are acronyms, and acronyms are mnemonics.
So here's one. So when they are teaching you in school to check for a stroke, do you know what a stroke is?
Un derrame cerebral.
Stroke?
A stroke?
Stroke? Oh.
So when they're teaching you in nursing assistant school to check if someone has had a stroke, they say to remember the word FAST, fast, because you have to act fast, but then that stands for checking their face, arm, speech, time. So fast. You have to check their face, and if one side's droopy, that's a sign of stroke. Check their arm. Can they move both their arms? And then speech, is their speech slurred, you know, or time. And basically time is just do this really fast.
So that's another acronym.
To help you remember how to check all those things. Or a mnemonic device.
What are other mnemonic devices? Stories, numbering.
There's probably lots.
I have another one, a mnemonic device using sing in this case, and when you learn the alphabet.
Yeah, you're right. A song. A song is.
So you take a melody.
T-U-V.
A song is a mnemonic device.
So it helps to remind the alphabet in a better way. So okay, let's continue. So why do you think it's easy to remind songs?
So that question should probably say, why do you think it is easy to remember songs? Remember.
Mm-hmm. Remember. Remind.
I think it is easy.
Oh, why do you think it is easy?
What do you think it is easy?
Yeah. I do think it is easy to remember songs. What was it?
Remind.
Oh yeah, or you could say, why do songs remind you of things?
Why do you think?
That's a case where you could use the word remind.
What do you why? Okay, so but do you know the specific difference between remind and remember?
Okay, so the difference between remind and remember.
Remind is the act of making someone remember.
So like I will remind Michael to go to the grocery store so he remembers to do it.
It's like, and then remember is reflexive. I remember to do this, or you remember to do it yourself.
But I'm going to remind him by telling you, you need to go to the grocery store.
So each verb is dependent on the person that does the verb.
So remind is basically
Something you do to someone else.
Yeah, to tell someone to remember.
Okay.
Or the song tells you to remember, or it makes someone remember.
Okay. And remember is more individual.
Yeah, it's more reflexive.
So remember is kind of like the normal verb to recall things in your head.
To recollect or recall.
Remind is to tell someone to recall something.
Okay, I get it.
Does that make sense, Paula?
What?
Do you understand the difference between remind and remember?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking in the cat.
It's pretty funny.
Okay, so why do you think it is easy to remember songs? What do you think, Paula?
Okay. I think it's for the music, or I don't know, how do you say ritmo?
The rhythm, maybe?
Rhythm?
Yeah, rhythm, I think. Ritmo.
Sorry,
It was what word?
In Spanish is ritmo.
Oh.
In English is rhythm.
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 Yes, I think it's because the rhythm is
Probably.
good and is good for your listening, and if you like, you can memorize more easy. Is
Right.
Yeah, you can memorize it more easily when there's like a beat to help you.
Yeah. What do you think, Kayla?
I think that music activates a different part of our brain. And so then you have two different parts of your brain working to help you instead of just one. Actually, it probably stimulates more than just two parts of your brain because it evokes an emotional connection too, which is a separate part of your brain.
It does?
Yeah.
It doesn't do that for me.
Music? Yes, it does.
Sometimes a little bit.
Music makes me emotional.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes.
It makes him emotional too. Sometimes he'll listen to music and he's just like, yeah, not paying attention to anything. That's distressing.
Yes, I think music creates a lot of emotions in you. So for that reason, I mean, when you have an emotion related with for example, I remember, it's easier to remember it because it's connected with emotion.
Right.
What do you think, Michael?
I agree with everything that's been said already. I think that it creates mental and emotional connections that allow for easier recollection. The brain is kind of interesting. The more times you run over a neural pathway, the deeper that rut gets in your brain. and
The stronger that
the
pathway.
stronger that pathway becomes. So if you have,
It's not like a rut.
well, yeah, but that's how I
Yeah.
learned it. So the deeper it becomes, or the deeper it goes into your mind. So the more ways you have of remembering something, the more likely you are to remember it.
Okay, nice. So, okay. This is the list of the most streamed songs on Spotify
Oh.
the last year. So we have Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, Drake.
Nice.
Despacito.
And Despacito, yes, of course, Luis Fonsi.
Oh, I love Thinking Out Loud, and I love Shape of You.
Yeah? Shape of You?
Yeah, those are good songs.
Yeah, it's a good
Yes,
song.
I like.
Do you like that song, Paola?
Yes.
Shape of You?
Wait, which one do you like, Paula?
Tell me.
Which one do you like?
I don't understand the question.
Oh, which songs did you say you like?
Shape of You.
Oh, Shape of You. I'm in love with the shape of you. That one?
Yes, that's a good one. And so, okay. Do you think there are some genres of music easier to remember than others? Because, as you can see, we have principally pop music here in the list of most streamed songs. So you think there are some genres of music easier to remember than others? What do you think, Paola? What do you think?
Oh, wait. I don't know.
So, really quick on the question, you're missing two words. So, do you think there are some genres of music that are easier to remember than others?
Okay, wait. that are
That are.
that are.
Yes, good, but I don't know why the music is not my. I don't know. I only listen to music, but
Okay.
You could say music is not my forte.
both things. Yes, the music is not my fault.
Which is ironic because forte is a music term.
Yeah.
Maybe she could say, "Music is not my cup of tea."
Oh yeah, you could say that. Music is not my cup of tea.
Yes, I like the numbers, but the music, no.
You like the numbers, but not the music.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Michael?
Yeah, I think that some genres of music are easier to remember than others. Definitely.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Like what?
I think rap is really hard to remember because it's really fast.
Rap?
And
Yeah.
there are a lot more words than other genres of music.
Do you know what rap is?
Yeah, it's hip hop
It's
or
faster paced than hip hop, but yeah, it's kind of like hip hop.
okay.
It's when people they beatbox. That kind of and then they talk the music kind of.
Yeah, they kind of talk. They talk poems, but they sing poems to a rhythm.
Yeah.
In a talking voice.
Yes, here in Bogota, I have seen a lot of guys, principally young people, rapping. It's correct to say rapping?
Rapping, yeah.
Yeah, rapping. Uh, I don't know. Maybe United States uh, has a lot of influence cultural influence here. For that reason, it's easy to realize that in the neighborhoods, a lot of young people is hearing rap and hip hop and music that was created there in your
Yeah,
country.
I think. Yeah.
Was it created here?
Oh, what rap?
Yeah,
Yeah, rap.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I think it might have been.
We have a lot of rappers here.
Yeah, I believe it. Uh-huh. And
Eh,
then um, Michael Jackson was the king of hip hop.
Michael.
I bet you hip hop was invented here too. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe Europe. Hard to say.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like it was invented here in the 1970s by a Jamaican immigrant.
There you go. Yeah, rapping.
So his name was Cool Herc.
Cool Herc.
DJ Cool Herc. And it was inspired by the Jamaican culture, is what it sounds like.
That's fair.
Just from Googling it really quick.
Uh-huh.
Very nice. And Kayla, what do you think?
I think it depends on what you like. For me, it's really hard to remember rap because I don't like listening to a lot of rap.
It's hard for anybody to remember a lot of rap.
But I know people that memorize rap a lot better than country songs, which I really like country songs. So I think it depends on what you like.
Okay. Nice. And the last thing is earworm. Do you know about earworm? It's common to say earworm.
You bet.
That's like a term they call a song an earworm if it gets stuck in your head and won't get out.
Yeah. So Paola, do you know what it's an earworm? Paola.
So.
Another word that we use to describe earworms, we say, "Oh, that song is catchy."
Catchy. There you go. A catchy song.
Yeah.
Catchy.
Or it is an earworm.
Catchy, because it catches fast. It catches your interest, it catches your attention.
It's related with catch, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
a good
then-
catch, exactly.
And then it won't let go.
Catches, and then it won't let go. It holds on.
Okay.
Okay, so Paola, it's when you have a song in your mind and you can't take out that song of your mind. For example,
Do you ever
Despacito.
do you ever get a song stuck in your head?
Think about a good vallenato. Sometimes you just. Oh, that's your father. Okay. Think about a good bachata or a good salsa song that won't leave your head.
In this moment,
Despacito.
moment that you remember, Joanny, when Andrea sung Baby Shark Doo 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 Doo.
Baby Shark. Yeah. So yeah, that kind of songs could be earworms.
Yeah,
Catchy.
exactly.
Catchy. In my case, Despacito was an earworm,
Uh-huh.
and I think that earworms they are related with repetitive songs.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so we have here features of an earworm.
Features of an earworm. I like it.
So, Paola, would you mind reading?
You've done so much reading today.
Yeah.
Good work.
Features of a earworm. Almost any thought or sensory perception can activate earworms. Additionally, earworms can be induced by a memory,
Memory.
memory, work stress, or boredom.
Boredom. Yep.
boredom. Much like musical preference, earworms are highly personal. Everyone has their own tune. Earworms share certain music characteristics. They have a simple upbeat um, melody and
Catchy, yeah.
There's Kathy.
repetitive lyrics. There's also generally some sort of unexpected musical surprise, like an extra beat or an unusual rhythm. Earworm music itself is generally considered to be neutral or pleasant.
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 Yeah.
So, Giovanni, one thing at the slide is almost perfect. You need to change one or two words at the very top that says almost any thought or sensory perception can act as an earworm
Or act as earworms.
or act as earworms.
Can act as?
Act as.
Act as like this.
AS.
As.
Act as?
Perfect. Yep, the rest is superb.
Oh, okay.
There's one more thing
Oh, just kidding.
that I think this is okay, but it sounds better if you say earworms share certain musical characteristics.
Oh yeah, musical.
Musical.
Because musical is an adjective instead of a noun. Music is a noun. Musical is an adjective to describe the characteristics.
Okay. And in this case, catchy, it's an adjective, right?
Catchy is an adjective.
It's an adjective, okay. And earworm could be more like a noun, you think? Or
wait, say that again?
Earworm, it's more like a noun?
A noun.
Yeah, earworm. An earworm is a noun.
Okay. An earworm is a noun that means a catchy song. And catchy is an adjective that describes a song that gets stuck in your head.
Okay. Right. So do you have questions, Paola, about vocabulary?
No.
Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much. I think we can continue with the Spanish part.
Okay.
We only have about 5 more minutes, just so you know, but
if you want, we can continue in the next class with the Spanish part.
Yeah, good.
The next class, more time in Spanish.
Could do more time in Spanish. Oh,
Yeah,
next
that's
class.
fine.
So next Thursday,
we'll be in Colombia.
So there will be lots of Spanish.
Yeah.
I have expressions, Colombian expressions for you.
Expressions.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Colombian expressions. Should we do that now, or should we end a few minutes early so we can talk?
I think for right now, maybe we should end a little bit early because we have to get ready for our trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we need to talk to you a little bit offline.
Yeah, so if you want to cut.
Okay, okay. So thank you very much for those who are watching us on YouTube, and bye bye.